As a yoga teacher who works at the gym, I'm very passionate about fitness and wellness and overall well-being using a variety of programs. Previously in my channel, I tried Apple Watch versus Fitbit. I tried the home dumbbell and the iPad programs. I also tried a variety of things that tap into my health data, such as continuous glucose monitor. So personally, I love using these advanced technology to understand my health data, to track my health data, and use the data to inform myself in terms of my fitness and wellness goals. So there is always one thing that I've always been curious about. That is my metabolism. But according to the internet, there is this one device that you can use to easily track your metabolism, to use your metabolism data to achieve your overall wellness goals, whether it's to lose weight, whether it's to gain weight. So in today's video, I'm super excited to try this device out, and this is called the Lumen device. I'm super excited because I've been wanting to try this for a long time, and with the power of Manifest, the brand actually sent me the device to trial for free. So let's try this out. Although they did send me the device, this video is not sponsored. They didn't give me any money or anything, so it will be my honest truth. Ta-da! Wow, this is a fancy box. There's a box inside of the box. I think Lumen is actually a subscription service. You download the app and then they will send you the device. Ta-da! Here is the Lumen box. Let's open this. Ooh. Alright guys, this is the device and you can get started, and it comes with a charger base. Oops. This is to carry me. This is the charger wire, and this is the little charger base, and you plug it in. So the device comes with low battery, so we just gotta charge it a little bit. After you sign up, it asks you about your height and weight information, and it asks you what's your primary goal of using this device. It could be weight loss or build healthy habits, metabolism insights, personal nutrition, increase muscle mass. I'm actually gonna check all that apply. Alright, so now it's ready to connect to your Lumen. So basically it has a tip on top, so it has a little like opening right here. So if this is the first time you're on my channel, just to give you some context, I used to look like this. But then because of the birth of this cutie pie, I looked like this. So definitely I wanted to go back to where I used to be super fit. So hopefully the Lumen can help me out. Inhale deeply through your Lumen.
Hold your breath. Exhale in 3, 2, 1.
And then it's gonna tell you if you're burning fat or if you're burning carbs. No, I'm burning half and half. Sometimes as a new mom with a newborn, it's hard to remember to eat. So after a high carb meal, you may be like burning more carbs instead of fat. So I started using Lumen 1 month after giving birth, and I used it for accumulated of 6 weeks. As a newborn mom, I try to use it as much as I could, but definitely there are times that I forgot to use it, and I try my best. And also there are other restrictions of things that I can't do as a nursing mom, so I cannot fast, so that definitely also affected the results a little bit. But now I can't wait to show you the results. So a lot of people say Lumen really helped them to lose weight and stuff, so that's why I wanted to try also. Alright guys, I first started using Lumen on June 15th, and today is July 26th, so that's about 6 weeks. And does it really help me to hack my metabolism? Did it really help me to lose my pregnancy weight? This is actually my Lumen results. As you can see, it's not very consistent. On some days it's good, on other days they're pretty bad, and most of the time it's a 3 in the morning, and sometimes it's a 2, but occasionally it's a 4. My honest review. So if you can see my result, the first week, which is between June 12th to June 18th, my levels are mostly 2. There was only one day 3. I think part of it was that I didn't snack at all. I was just eating normal meals and mostly home-cooked meals and occasionally eating out. So I can see that like on that week, it's actually pretty good level. And also on that week, I usually ate my dinner around 8 o'clock. It's not too late, so in the morning my levels are usually around 2. So after the first week, I went back to the gym. I started working out and I started teaching yoga in the evening. So after I work out and teaching yoga, usually I come home around 9 p.m. So I usually eat my dinner after 9 p.m. before 10 p.m. So consequentially, the next morning my results are a little bit high because I ate a late night dinner. So I started to eat more late night dinner after that. The end of the June to July too, I noticed that my level was not good, so I tried to eat healthier. I tried to eat less carbs. I tried to snack less. And there was one day I actually used Lumen super late because I was watching the baby and the baby was crying a lot that morning, so I didn't eat anything the whole morning. I didn't eat anything until like 3 p.m. and I used my Lumen first time at 3 p.m. I just didn't have time to actually use the Lumen. So it went till 1. And after that, I kind of got a hang of being a new mom and my levels are mostly 3. And that's also because I started snacking more. So every night, I felt like after the baby fell asleep, I wanted to eat some popcorn. I wanted to eat some fruit. I wanted to eat some chips. I just wanted to eat snacks and relax. And I ended up watching TV and snacking every single night after the baby fell asleep after 9 o'clock. And that has contributed to a lot of the 3s and even one day for 4. So definitely my lifestyle choices were reflected in my morning Lumen levels. Now it's a key question. Did I lose weight? How much weight did I lose in the past 6 weeks? So I was trying to weigh myself every single day because I'm also hoping to make a weight loss video to share my weight loss tips. On June 15, I weighed myself in the morning empty stomach. I was 143 pounds. And now, as of today in the morning, I was 133.6 pounds. So how many pounds did I lose? Almost 10 pounds, 9.5 pounds in the past 6 weeks. I would say it's a healthy rate of weight loss. I lost 1 to 1.5 pounds per week. And so short answer is yes, I did lose weight for the duration of using Lumen for this video. And now I want to share with you what I learned from using Lumen. So even if you don't have the resources to try Lumen, you can probably get some tips from this video as well. Alright, so now I have my notes. I have been taking notes during the duration of using Lumen. First thing that I learned is eating out 99% of the time. Eating out is not healthy. Even if when you think you're eating healthy, chances are you're not. Say if you go out to eat salad, the dressing, there could be a lot of sugar in there. And we go into like Vietnamese restaurant, and here's the thing, there are a lot of carbs. There are a lot of noodles in there, more than vegetables. Eating out when you think you're eating healthy, 99% of a chance you're not eating healthy. So there's 3 reasons why eating out is not healthy. First of all, processed food. Processed food is not healthy for different reasons, such as the additives, such as the emulsifier, the stabilizer, and all different types of things. And a lot of times when we eat processed food, you're thinking about you're eating chicken, but it's not chicken. It's usually pre-battered, pre-fried. Chicken nuggets, not just chicken. It also has the breading, the batter. So the protein that you eat is not necessarily protein or pure protein. It has a ton of carbs. Second of all, the oil they use is very inflammatory, and the sauce that they use have a ton of sugar. So like I just remember eating out at this Chinese restaurant, ordering like the eggplant dish. So eggplant is a vegetable, right? It has a lot of fiber, it's great for you, but they put a ton of sodium and sugar into that sauce. So after I ate just like vegetable dish, my my level just went really high. Not because eggplants is bad for you or eggplants has too much carbs. It's really because they're a ton of sugar. Like I'm talking about like 30 to 50 grams of sugar in the sauce. Like if you observe the chef in the restaurants, in the kitchen, they put a ton of sugar in the sauce. Third is that most of the meals you eat outside are carb heavy. Why? Because carbs are pretty cheap. I used to work at this Chinese restaurant, and the owner actually told me, like, if we're selling more rice and noodles, we're making more profit because rice and noodles are way cheaper compared to like selling a dish that has like vegetable stir-fried meat. Most profitable when you eat out, most of the dishes have a lot of carbs. So if you just think about it, most of these dishes are very carb heavy. So of course it will be reflected on the lumen level. So to lose weight, eating out is definitely not a good idea. And I noticed not only with my lumen level, but also weigh myself on the scale. So most of the times we will eat out on the weekend. My weight loss usually happens during the week, and when it comes to the weekend, usually there is a bounce back in terms of the weight, or I just don't lose weight at all. So second of the things that I learned is a little bit interesting. Is not to worry too much about eating carbs as long as you have portion control. So previously, and my first thing that I learned is that like when you eat out in restaurants, you eat a lot of carbs. But here's the deal. It's different if you eat a whole plate of fried rice compared to just a little homemade sandwich. So my husband has been making me like egg semis, the egg sandwiches using the Trader Joe's brioche bread, and that is actually a sweet bread with sugar in it, and we'll put a lot of eggs in the middle and some avocado, and it's healthier than, you know, eating out, but it is still like it has carbs in it. But after I eat the egg semis, after 2 hours, if I do the lumen, my level usually return back to a 2 or 3. It usually doesn't go too crazy versus if I just eat like a huge plate of stir-fried rice from the restaurant. Usually the portion is very large. My lumen level will get like 4 or 5. So it just proves that it's not about like, oh, you cannot eat carbs. I need carbs because I'm breastfeeding my baby, so I need to eat carbs to maintain my milk supply. It's how much the carbs you eat in relation to other nutrients such as healthy fat and also protein. Alright, so the third thing that I learned is about intermittent fasting and fasting. So nursing women should not fast, so I didn't intentionally intermittent fast or try to fast, but you know, sometimes I spend my whole morning taking care of this guy. I don't actually get to eat, so I ended up fasting. But usually what I do is in the morning I drink a little bit of coffee with protein powder in it, and it has a little bit of sugar in the coffee. I felt like, oh, my lumen level is gonna go crazy high, but it ended up not being super high because there's only like maybe 3 grams of sugar, 4 grams of sugar in there. I feel like a lot of times when people are fasting, they're like going super crazy, super strict. But personally, from my lumen experience, as long as I'm not drinking like the Starbucks like mocha or the Dutch Brothers like birthday cake flavored of iced latte, if I just drink a little bit of coffee with cream, it usually doesn't increase my lumen level by too much, especially if you measure like after 1 hour of finishing that coffee. So it's actually not too bad. It's to gain some freedom and liberty. My morning latte does not actually break the fast that much. It definitely breaks the fasting state if you want to go keto or whatever, but it doesn't really affect my lumen level. I'm still burning fat after like 1 hour of drinking that coffee. The next tip that I learned is about using exercises to balance your glucose level and the lumen level. I've been doing a lot of exercise since 4 weeks postpartum, and I've been doing different types of exercise such as weight training, high intensity interval training. So what I learned is that the zone 2 cardio after a meal is very beneficial in terms of like balancing my glucose level previously with my continuous glucose monitor, but also to help reduce my lumen level. Doing zone 2 cardio after each meal for about 20 to 40 minutes is extremely beneficial. So zone 2 cardio will include like walking, a little bit of yoga, some elliptical machine when your heart rate is about like 60% of the maximum heart rate. So let's say if my maximum heart rate is 170, then my zone 2 cardio would have been like about 120. So that zone 2 cardio, especially after a meal, after feeding, is very beneficial in terms of balancing my glucose level and also to maintain a healthy metabolism to lose weight eventually. Also, other than the diet and exercise, there are also other factors that affected my lumen level by a lot. After I did the root canal surgery, or it's probably not a surgery. After I did the root canal, my levels went really high. I don't know why. And also the cortisol level into your body, such as like when you wake up, your exercise, if you did intense exercise before, and also if you didn't sleep well, when your cortisol level went high, your lumen level will go high. Also, my sleep quality also affects my lumen level, and also if I sleep enough, I usually notice my weight will drop in the morning, but if I don't get a good night of sleep, my weight usually fluctuates way more. I think it has something to do with both the water retention and my metabolism without a good night of sleep. I definitely felt like this little device definitely helped, but how does it help is that it kind of provides a accountability system. So every day you kind of blew air into this device to keep yourself accountable, to make sure that you're eating healthy, to make sure that you're exercising to maintain a good level. But it's not magic. It's not a medicine. It's not like a pill. It's not something you take that you just magically lose weight. It has a lot of work in it. Like it requires a lot of work and a lot of like actually self-control with the accountability system using this device. It definitely helps me to eat out less. It helps me to snack less. It helps me to try to make healthier choices. But honestly, some days, if I wanted to eat out with my friends or family, I will still go. And a lot of times, I don't have a say where we eat. I will still go. And then my lumen level will go like bananas afterwards and the next day. But I feel like part of it is, social relationships is also important to mental health. Finally, I feel like lumen level helps me to think about balancing the insulin levels to prevent any insulin spikes. So basically every time I use lumen, I think about my experience using the continuous glucose monitor to have a balanced insulin levels and provide insulin spikes is very important to maintain a healthy metabolism. So if you want to try, I highly recommend try both lumen and continuous glucose monitor at the same time. So yeah, that is what I learned from using lumen to lose that 10 pounds within 6 weeks. Thank you so much for watching. This guy is getting a little bit impatient right there. I apologize on his behalf. And thank you, Lumen, for sending this device to try out. This video is not sponsored, but I did get this device complimentary. So thank you so much for watching. If you have tried Lumen, definitely comment down below your experience and share your tips. And I hope to see you in my next one. Subscribe. Bye!